Yeah, we're doing.
Welcome back, everybody, to a brand new episode of Roll of Advice. Alrighty. Okay. I need to calm me down. I'm a bit too excited.
Bit too excited.
Oh, aye.
This is the show where we give you advice based on the roll of the die.
I need to stop doing that.
Need to stop doing that.
But hey, it's just too good.
Perfect. So this is how the show works, guys. We read out the question that you sent in via social media. Well, that's either Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube. Or whilst you're on the chat now during the live show, you can also type your questions in. And then we roll the die. We'll then discuss your questions before giving you the advice. Now, This is how the die works. So if you roll a 1 or a 2, we'll give you a short and sweet answer. If you roll a 3 and a 4, we'll talk about it. Say, won't we talk about it?
We'll talk about it,
We'll talk about
it.
A little while. 5 and 6, that's the Jackpot Advice. That's the one that you want, isn't it?
That is the one
that you want. That means we'll have a full blown out discussion. Now, before we get into all of the questions, say who's the sponsor of tonight's show?
Alrighty, guys. So the sponsor of tonight's show is back to Alvy Sweet Treats. Alvy Sweet Treats, peeps. Look, put it plain and simple. If you got a sweet tooth, you like sweets, check in Alvy Sweet Treats out right now. They've got a huge variety of sweet boxes, cones. You're going to be spoilt for choice. Have a look on their Instagram at Alvy Sweet Treats. All the links for the sponsors are in the description below. They've got some amazing stuff on. Go check them out. Again, a massive thank you to Alvy Sweet Treats for sponsoring us for this week's episode. And again, guys, most importantly, thank you all so much for sending us your questions via Facebook and Instagram and via the live chat. Without you guys, the show couldn't happen. So please don't stop. Keep them coming in. We're loving all your questions. And don't forget, if you're watching us right now, give us a like. Give us that thumbs up. And most importantly, get involved. I'll put the link out into the stream like I always do. Get involved, guys. When we're going through the question, don't be shy. Click the link and join us. All right. And
now, Sid, I believe that today's quite a special episode. Why is that, Sid? Tell us why.
Today is a very special episode because on today's show, guys, we have a special guest joining us. Now, we're not going to tell you who that person is or who the special guest is right now. When they join later on, you'll find out exactly who they are. We hope that you recognize them from somewhere. So that's one to look forward to. Again, we will also have your interaction with you, chat. We'll be posting out the question. Just but tell everyone, please, Carson, what is the question for chat?
For chat. Okay, so this question actually came in from somebody via our social media. And this was, are Jaffa cakes biscuits or cakes? Please let me know so I'm not looking a fool in my next biscuit conversation. I was going to say biscuit. Biscuit is what I was going to say. Stop quitting your biscuit. So, guys, are Jaffa cakes biscuits or a cake? Let us know later on. Keep it in mind. Gather your thoughts.
Keep it in mind.
All right.
Now, that is the question for the chat. But most importantly, Garson, what I want to know is, for this episode, what is your issue of the day?
So my issue of the day is this, Sayed, right? At this moment in time, when I was in high school, I felt like I had a lot of free time. Okay, because the reality is when you're in high school, what's your routine? You wake up in the morning, you get ready for school, you go to school, you talk about whatever it is that you're talking about. Primarily, I always used to talk about Call of Duty because that was always the game back then. Then you come home, you eat your food. The first thing you do after doing that was you jump straight on Call of Duty and you play with all the lads.
Play with the boys.
Nowadays, ever since I started working, my gaming career it's just non-existent. And I try to keep up to date with all the latest games. I've not finished Cyberpunk yet. You know, I started The Witcher. I'm still on Witcher 1. Witcher 3's been and gone now, and I'm still on Witcher 1. You know, I'm having a mer with some of these games, and especially playing online games. Like at the moment, I'm playing Call of Duty. I've not really played that. I've been a bit distant from the Among Us group. If you're watching this, guys, I do apologize. And also, even with Star Wars, it's so difficult. I mean, we're playing Star Wars online. I know you're also part of that group as well. We're having we've got the Star Wars momentum in our head, but we just I find it really difficult after work to get into the mood, because those missions are so long. I mean, they're like 2-hour missions.
They are 2-hour missions.
What do I do, Sayed, man? How do I get back into the stride and dedicate enough time to also have fun and play some games?
No, it's very easy, Kasim. I'm really happy that you've asked me this question. I genuinely am really happy you've asked me this question, because it's time that you were told some whole truths.
Very true. Yeah.
The truth is, you're an adult now, as Alha says, and Kat says. Welcome to growing up. You're a grown up now.
Mm-hmm.
You now have to fill your time with what's important.
Yes.
And what you're doing is you're filling your time with work and sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If you have like an hour or two in your day, you're probably just watching something on your phone and you're like, oh, I can't be bothered playing right now and all that sort of stuff. I'd rather be doing something else. So maybe you need to prioritize your life a little bit. Yeah.
Get your life in check, boy.
Yeah, get your life in order. If you need to get onto Star Wars, you need to catch up with everybody, which you do, and so do I, then we just got to jump on it and do the grind. If that means staying up till 3 o'clock in the morning, then we've got to do it. We've got to do it. But I get your point. Life was when you had no responsibilities. Was like a piece of cake. Just do whatever you want.
Exactly that.
Whereas now it's filled with, oh God, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. Don't have enough hours in the day. I mean, it's lockdown. That's even worse.
That
in
is
lockdown, to say you've got no time, especially when we're working from home. It is crazy, but it's like I finish work and I just want to sleep.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
So knock out because I know I don't have to travel home. So yeah, some really issue of the day, Cassim. It's a good one. I like this one. It's better than last week's. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's better than your shoes and your socks and all that sort of stuff.
But it's a real issue, man.
But yeah, because I get what you mean, because sometimes there's just not enough hours in the day, so we just need to rejiggle our schedule and put in some gaming time.
Yeah, I mean, what about what Kat's saying there? You know, sort out your priorities, lads. Games come first, work comes after. Bills are overrated. I mean, that's what the mentality that I had when I was 16 up until, I got slept with, right? Yeah, you're making your first wage, right? Boom. Or 18 rather. You're making your first wage, boom. Yeah. Is the rent. Put in your contribution. Come on, let's see it.
Yeah, no. I get
and now, and then that's all you focus on, really. Ah, man, but we do need to get back into it.
Oh, snap, chungus! Just a noob. You're feeling at the game called life.
Hey, listen, yeah.
Oh, that's deep.
Chungus. Listen, yeah, that was deep, yeah. No, but seriously, it's true, Chungus. I am at this moment in time.
Cry about it later.
Cry about it later. Cry after the stream. Sayed, what's your issue of the day, man?
So my issue of the day, it's not really a big issue, man. It's just a case of shall I upgrade my phone or not? I've got a Huawei P30 Pro. It's a couple of years old now. I don't really need an upgrade, but then I'm looking at these phones on the market. The only good thing about them is the cameras. Besides that, nothing else really. Shall I upgrade my phone and shall I leave it?
Okay. Does your phone work?
Yeah, it works.
Full working order. Nothing wrong with it.
Nothing wrong with it.
Keep it as you are. What to do? Yeah. Go on a SIM only deal.
Which I have done.
Perfect. All right. Then you're onto a winner already. And then just wait till the phone's on its last legs before you decide to get a new one, man. If it's working, it's working. If it's working, it's working.
According to Kat, I should just upgrade my phone. But what should I upgrade it to? That's the question. What should I upgrade it to?
If you do upgrade it to the Galaxy S21 Plus.
Wow, S21 Plus. Overpriced and underperformed, says Boss Man.
Nah, definitely not. Definitely not, man. 16 gig of RAM.
It's like a little computer you've got there.
It's like a little computer. Most computers don't even have 16 gig. Your laptop's probably got 4 gig right now. My phone's got more RAM than your computer has. All right.
Oh,
all right.
We're getting personal there. We get personal. My phone's got more RAM.
Do you know what? That's gonna be next week's debate. iPhone versus Android. Next week's on Thursdays, in fact. There, I've said it here. On Thursday, iPhone versus Android. For kicks. Right. State of the world. State of the world. Right.
And there we have it.
That's what I'd say, Sid. I'll just say hold out, man.
Hold out. Okay. I will take your advice. I'll hold out.
Hold out.
Now, thank you very much for your issue of the day, Kasim. I must admit you've improved from last week. Yeah, you've taken it up a notch or two.
I try.
Now, it's time to bring on our special guest.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. You wanna add them to the stream, Kasim? You wanna add them to the stream?
Hello, Everloss. How are we doing today?
Thank you very much, guys. I'm very honoured to be on your show.
Oh no, definitely. We kind of caught up with you after last week's show. We're like, right, we need to have you on.
It's honestly, it's an honour. Thank you. Glad to be on.
Well, we've had a bit of a chat with you, Avalanche. You know how it works. Yeah, you're going to be joining us.
I think I do.
You should do. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
It's easy peasy. It's as easy peasy as can be. Now, thanks for joining us, Avalos. What we're going to do now is we're going to move on to the first question of the evening. Sid, what is that question?
Alrighty. So the first question, it comes in from Sarah, and Sarah says, "How do I tell my husband, bless him, that he cannot cook to save his life, especially when he thinks he's as good as Gordon Ramsay? Now, I resorted to making him watch Kitchen Nightmares, Hell's Kitchen, dropping hints like, see, these people aren't good at cooking as they think. He agrees with me. He calls them delusional when he's in the same boat as them. Now, I'm thinking of doing a review of his food, imitating Gordon Ramsay, and just ripping into him. How extreme do you think I should go?"
Ah, very interesting.
Sarah.
Well, let's have a look at what the die says, and find out the type of advice we should give. Let's have a look. It got a 4.
Sarah's got a 4.
Sarah's got a 4. All right. Okay. Perfect. Now,
my question to you guys is this: have you ever eaten someone's food and it tasted absolutely horrible? What did you say to him?
It was tasty.
It was tasty.
Yeah, but that was at a mate's house.
I won't see you there.
Any thoughts?
Well, see, when I heard this question just now, my brain's thinking slightly differently, because the way I look at it is, if this guy is cooking in the first place, the real question is how bad must his wife's cooking be? Why would he have to resort to doing the cooking? Because it seems like it's not just a one-off thing. It's not like, "Yeah, sweetheart, I'm going to cook you a meal." Yeah, because she's got to the point of she's like critiquing his food. But the reality is, this guy must be so fed up with what she's cooking that he's like, "Do you know what? I've got to take the matter into my own hands here. I've got to start cooking."
But
he's probably been in Hell's Kitchen already.
but the thing is, we need to think of it like this as well. She might not be the resident cook. She might not do any cooking at all. She might not be able to cook, and she's already explained this to them. So in that situation,
No, but the thing is, we've just gone straight to that sort of scenario. What if it's just a case of this poor guy loves cooking, and he's like, "Yo, this week I'm cooking this, and this week I'm cooking that," and she's just trying to support his hobby. She's like, "Yeah."
well, clearly she's not, because she's like, she's trying to drop hints that you can't cook. So clearly she's not trying to support it.
Okay. So let's have a look. Okay, I'm gonna be the husband.
Okay.
I've made T-bone steak.
Ooh. Okay.
Mashed potato, homemade mash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
some veg. Now the mash is lumpy as anything.
Yeah.
Right.
I asked for medium steak, and you've given me overcooked.
Yeah. It's like
solid. Yeah.
You can't even cut through it.
Dry to the bone.
Yeah. You can't even cut through it. It's that tough. Yeah. The mash is all lumpy. Yeah. The veg isn't cooked properly, but I'm digging into it like it's the best thing.
It's the best thing ever.
Right. So, I'm loving this food. What? Give us your thoughts. Give us your thoughts, Sarah.
I mean, it's a good effort, hon. I mean, I can see the effort that you've put into this, but I did ask for medium.
A good effort.
Yeah, I mean, I did ask for medium. The mash is a little bit lumpy, and I mean, did you even boil the vegetable?
You were there with me. You saw me boiling the vegetable. What are you talking about?
I mean, how long did you leave it in there for?
At least 3 minutes. Microwave.
What setting did you have the microwave on?
Look,
I mean,
tell me how you feel. Tell me how you feel.
Well, if you want the truth, it's just not up to par. I tell you what. Let's leave the meal for tonight. Let's order a takeout, and let's see what we do tomorrow in terms of cooking. I'll think of something.
All right, Sarah, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Qasim, that was the worst ever to reenact. That she was meant to be going lethal. You're meant to be going lethal.
Yeah,
You're meant to be saying
no. But the thing is,
how extreme should I go? You were like the nicest guy.
Yeah, because that's what she's like.
No, but
she's not going lethal.
Now she's asking how extreme should I go? So I thought you were going to give her an example of extreme.
Well. If you want to know extreme, well, this is what you should do, love. Right? I say.
Oh, Sarah, I made some food. Boom,
I say. Record your making of the food process on TikTok and hashtag Gordon Ramsay in it, because he'll see it. He talks about everybody's.
Forget this, Qasim. Forget that. You're not helping her at all, right?
Of course I am. I'm telling you,
honestly,
she's not listening.
Missing the point. Honestly, you're both missing the point, right?
No.
Oh, look, I'm going to totally disagree with this, right?
No.
You're missing the point, because think about this. All right, let's just have this as a scenario. So the scenario is that you know that somebody can't do something. Let's say you know that somebody can't do something.
Yeah.
But you don't want to tell them. Let's say you don't want to tell them. You don't want to hurt their feelings that you know that they can't do something, or that they're terrible at doing something.
Mm.
And in fact, you know that they're delusional, because that's the word that was used, right? So you know that this person is delusional. So what you do is, when that person is calling something delusional, but you are in the know and you know that is delusional, because you know that this person is delusional, you kind of agree with them, don't you? You say, yeah, you're right. Yeah, they are delusional, in the hope that person will get the hint. So I think what is actually happening here, right? Because I've got this. Honestly, I've got it 100%. I've cracked the code with this, right? Sarah, you can't cook. Your cooking is atrocious. And your husband, God bless him, he thought to himself, do you know what? Let me try this. Let me try, because anything I do is going to be better than this horrible cooking that my wife.
No, but Avalos,
putting me through this torture.
No, Avalos, that's not the question. That's not the question at all.
Right,
Avalos, no, it's not. Avalos,
Okay.
they've not specified. Avalos,
I'm going to mute everyone.
Right,
I'm gonna mute everyone.
one sec. One sec. Say it. Don't. No, let me speak. Avalos.
Go on.
Avalos. The thing is, at no point has she said that she cooks. So we can't go under the impression that she's cooked in the past because she might have already put the disclaimer out there when they started the relationship. I'm not the cook here.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
That's the thing, Avalos. That's not the issue. The issue is she doesn't like his cooking.
Exactly.
Yeah, but she can't cook. She can't cook.
No, but look. So hang on, just wait 1 second.
Okay, let me just read the question out again.
See,
Go on, say it. Read it out again.
My conjecture versus your conjecture.
No. Say it. Read out the question.
I'm gonna read out the question again.
Right,
All right,
read out the question. Right now, the clue is in the wording here. Right. Okay. So you listen to the wording. I promise you, everything. The answer is in the wording. Right.
The answer's in the wording. Okay.
Right.
So. How do I tell my husband, bless him, that he can't cook to save his life, especially when he thinks he's good as Gordon Ramsay?
Ooh.
So that's the delusion. So to try and I've resorted to making him watch Kitchen Nightmares, Hell's Kitchen, dropping hints like, see, these people aren't as good at cooking as they think.
Now listen to what he says.
He agrees with me saying they're delusional when he's in the same boat as them.
He's having mercy on her.
I'm thinking of doing a
this has
review.
nothing to do. This is nothing.
This is the part where Sarah wants the advice because she's gone right. That's the scenario.
She's critiquing
This is where I
his
want
food.
the advice.
And he's
So
baby,
now,
you're delusional. Yeah.
now Sarah's going to do a review of his food, imitating Gordon Ramsay, and I just want to rip into him. How extreme do you think I should go? That's what she wants to know. How extreme?
That's what she wants to know. Avalos.
Right.
How bad should she go?
The question is, if she wants to rip into her husband, it's got nothing to do with her cooking.
She wants to break the delusion now. It's got to that point where she's like, right, I need to get this guy.
This is how extreme. Sarah, what you want to say is, baby, is my cooking that bad? Is it that bad that you put us both through this torture?
Oh no!
Is it that bad? Now, if it is, he's finally going to fess up, isn't he? He's going to say, "Do you know what? Yeah, I'm glad you asked me that. Your cooking absolutely sucks. Don't ever go in that kitchen again. I don't want to be part of this nightmare anymore."
So basically, you're saying exactly like Chungus is saying there. Your cooking is gross. Let's divorce. I'm done.
Exactly.
I'm done.
That's it. Yeah, Chungus has got it absolutely bang on.
Okay, let's give the advice now. Let's give
Okay,
Sarah
so
her advice.
we know Avalos's approach.
Okay, so Avalos is like, boom, see you later.
Yeah.
My advice to you, Sarah, is just rip into him as hard as you need to, like literally like shred him to pieces. Call him every name under the sun, slam his food against the wall like Jim Pipe said, yeah, smash the plate, say his food sucks, yeah, and then, you know, as Gordon Ramsay says when he does Hell's Kitchen, like, get out, do that to him. Get out.
Are you an idiot sandwich?
Yeah, get out.
What are you? An idiot sandwich.
Kick him out of the house instead of the kitchen. Yeah.
No, so that's Said's advice. We've heard Avalos. I'm gonna go Mr. Nice Guy, like I always am. Sarah, what I'd say is I'd tell him to get some cooking lessons in the nicest possible way. Yeah, just, you know, on his next birthday, yeah, just buy him some cooking lessons and just say, I love your cooking already. It's amazing. Go to these and then see what else you can craft for me. Put it in that way.
Let's take your cooking to the next level, eh?
Let's take it to the next level.
Oh man. Well, there you have it, Sarah. There you have it.
There you have it.
Tell him to make fish pretend that bone got stuck in your throat, and tell him it's fault for not cooking.
I love that, boss man. I love that.
Oh, that was brilliant.
I love that.
And
yeah, there we go. There we go, Kat.
There we have it.
Boom.
Kasim, let's move on to the next one.
Let's go on to the next one. So the next question is, this is a question from Andrew. Andrew says that my wife wants to move house because she saw a slug in the kitchen, which means this house is now infested with slugs and she can no longer live here as she doesn't want to walk on one in the night when she goes down to have some water. What should I do?
What should I do? Roll that.
What should I do? Right, let's have a look at what this die says, shall we? It's a three.
It's a three.
It's a
Okay.
three. Okay.
So we're going to discuss it. And like always, guys, if you want to get involved, there's the link. If you want to join the show, you want to join in with the advice part of the question, don't be shy. Get on and join us.
Indeed. Okay, so I think.
Just remind everyone before we start, casting. What was a three? What was a three?
So a three is a we'll talk about it. You know, we'll talk about it a little bit, kind of like we did on the last one. If anything, I think we went into it in a bit too much detail on the last one, but I feel like some people were very passionate about that. So three or four. So we'll talk about it a little bit, right?
All right.
So here's the thing, right? I've got a bit of a short answer for this, right? I don't know how I can really stretch this out because I just think that it's a very petty thing.
No, my question to you though is: have you ever stepped on a slug in the middle of the night?
No.
Have you ever seen a slug in your house?
No. Nah, man.
So that's why you can't relate.
No. Never. I've seen slugs outside my house where they are meant to be. But I've never seen one inside. They've not made their home there. But even if there was a slug, here's the thing, yeah. Slugs are seen as a delicacy in some places. Yeah. So, slugs and snails. It's both. It's interchangeable.
Oh wow.
It's interchangeable. A snail is a slug without the shell.
We don't have slugs today. But we do have snails. Oh, we don't have snails today. We've got slugs.
Yeah. That's exactly right. So what I think you should do is I think you should call up Sarah's husband, and get him to make you some food with the snail.
That's ridiculous.
What?
That's ridiculous.
True. It's true. That's what I'd do.
Make it in a meal.
If I knew somebody serve it up. That's exactly it, Elha. Yeah, exactly. Make it as a meal and serve it up. Boom.
Oh no. On a serious note, I have stood on a slug, at night. So I understand the bit where it's like, it's gross, it's horrible. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But this is now where I'm moving into the advice part, so I shouldn't be going into there yet. But because we're not dishing out the advice yet. But I kind of understand where she's coming from, but it's a bit extreme to say I want to move house.
Yeah, I mean, look, Avalos, have you got anything to say before we move on to the advice?
There's a slug in the kitchen. What am I gonna do? There's a slug in the kitchen. What am I gonna do?
There we go.
This is what he should do. He should tell her to take it with a pinch of salt.
Oh snap! I see what you did there. I've seen what you did there. So, I like it.
Take it with a pinch of salt. And what he should do, he should sit her down in front of the TV, make her watch The Wizard of Oz, and that scene where Dorothy throws that water over the Wicked Witch, and the Wicked Witch goes, "I'm melting," and then he needs to take her down, put some salt on top of the slug, and imitate the Wicked Witch and go, "I'm melting," and say, "Look, that's all it is."
And then top it off with, "You just murdered the slug."
There we go. There's your.
Just to make her feel bad about it.
No,
I couldn't have summed that advice up better. Yeah,
and then she can just click it. Then all she needs to do is wear her ruby slippers, click her heels 3 times, and then say, "There's no place like home."
Or you could do what Al H said: keep it as a pet and buy a cage. All right. But I think in terms of advice, I don't think I could offer anything better. Take it with a pinch of salt. Watch a bit of Wizard of Oz,
and call it a day.
Yeah. Because have you ever poured salt on a snail?
Yes, I have.
Where?
In the back garden.
Why would you do it outside? Murderer.
Because
there's been a murder.
Because I wanted to see if the rumors were true.
See, back in the day, what they used to do, they used to leave a trail of salt to ward off the evil spirits. So they'd put a trail of salt around people's houses or anywhere. The whole thing about this trail of salt was about warding off evil spirits, but I think slugs are evil spirits because they've got to be, because that's the only thing it wards off. Yeah, I think it acts as a protective barrier. Yeah, so if you want to save humanity, trail of salt, stop the demons, stop the slugs.
Stop the demons, stop the slugs. And Qasim loves that. Look at his face.
The wicked witches. Yeah, slugs are hidden wicked witches of the West.
Okay.
Nice. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it, Abbas.
Abbas, love it. Right. Next question, Sayed.
All right.
What have we got?
So this one here is from. I read out the slug one, didn't I? So you did.
Yeah. I did.
I take it back. All right. Okay. So this one's from Louis. Louis says, my girlfriend hates American sitcoms, and I love them. She won't even give them a chance. I've tried showing her Friends, Big Bang Theory. She's just not interested, as she only gets British humour. What the hell is her deal? How do I convince her? If you were me.
Okay, well, let's roll the dice and have a look what the dice say, shall we? I mean, I've got an opinion on this, right? You got a 4, so we'll talk about it. I've got an opinion on this, right?
Okay, what's your opinion?
I've watched like some British sitcoms and I watched some American sitcoms. Friends in particular, I've watched every season of Friends, every episode. Yeah, I went through an entire binge series last year of just dedicating, because I've never watched it like properly before. Watched it last year. I didn't find it as funny as people make it out to be. I thought it was all right.
Do you know why that is?
But
I think it was funny for its time period.
Yeah, but you say that, right? But till this day, I find Fresh Prince hilarious. I find My Wife and Kids hilarious.
I tell you what I'm watching right now, and I've not watched it at all, is The American Office. And I am loving it. Honestly, I've not laughed so hard at a sitcom in a long time. Honestly, when I watch The American Office, I'm just sat there laughing. Hilarious. But I kind of understand, British humour, American humour. I'll watch anything, me. I'm not fussy at all. So I can't really relate.
I mean, this is a difficult one, man, because some people find certain type humor's a funny one, because some people find certain things funny, some people find them not funny at all.
Well, by the looks of his question, I would say that it's mainly American,
mainly American
comedies. Yeah, that he's trying to get her to watch, but she's just not interested.
Yeah,
because she doesn't get it. She just doesn't get it. Maybe. I mean, maybe he should. I mean, I'm going on to a little bit of the. All right, okay. The advice just yet. I want to hear Avalos's thoughts.
Avalos's go on. What
about American and British?
Well, I'm with her on this one. I think. I didn't think I'm the opposite as you there, saying, because I love the English Office series, but I cannot stand the American one. I just can't get into it at all.
Oh,
I've tried several times to watch it, and I don't know. Ricky Gervais is absolutely hilarious. That American dude, I just cannot stand him.
No, I get what you mean. The American Office has been out for a long time, and I never ever touched it. I tried watching like a couple of episodes here and there, and I just stopped it. But this time, I thought, right, do you know what? I'm just going to give it a go. I'm just going to go through it, and honestly, I do not regret it at all.
The British, I mean, it's a very dry humour, isn't it?
Yes,
it's a very. You see, I think Brits can get into American humour, or they can appreciate it.
Yeah,
but I'm not sure that the same necessarily holds true the other way around. But if I had a choice between watching a stand-up comedian, I'd pick British comedy every single day of the week.
Yeah, I mean, to some degree, I agree with that as well. There's, in terms of sitcoms, I don't really watch much
That's we've lost
sitcoms
you.
in general.
Oh, I've lost myself. There we go. I lost.
Can you hear me?
I can hear everyone now.
Okay,
Never
perfect. Yeah, so I've you know, I'm not really big on sitcoms in general, but from the ones that I've watched, I mean, I've watched both a mix of British ones and American ones. There are some which are funny, and there are some which aren't. In terms of American ones, I can't say every. I mean, we took one example there of The Office, but in terms of everything else, I mean, Avalos, did you watch Friends? Did you like Friends?
I watched Friends. I mean, there are certain things that I like. It's like, what's that one where Scrubs, for example.
Yeah, Scrubs. Yeah.
Oh, Scrubs is brilliant.
Yeah, Scrubs is funny. It makes me laugh. And
Yeah, I did enjoy
but
Scrubs.
their sitcoms, I think, are. I
Very
like
similar.
the sitcoms. Well, I like them for the production value. I don't think the British sitcoms have quite the
Have the same production. Yeah.
feel to them. And I think the American sitcoms, are just generally they just feel a lot more light-hearted, whereas the British sitcoms are again the comedy in them is very, very dry, and you either get it, it's or you don't.
You don't. Very true.
It's like my favourite sort of self-made joke. There's a town in South Manchester that's changing people. It's Altrincham.
Altrincham.
It's Altrincham. Holy moly. It's one of them.
Yeah, but that's your typical Brit comedy, isn't it?
Mm.
Oh, Chums. I do remember Chums. That was definitely funnier than Friends, Kat. But yeah, I get what you mean. It is ultimately, but let's move on to the advice.
Let's go on to the advice. I'd say, in terms of getting them to watch it, try finding some British sitcoms where there's an American who's in it, and if they like the comedy of that.
Do you know any British sitcoms that you can recommend?
With Americans in it?
Yeah.
I don't. I mean, I watch old school British sitcoms, like Fawlty Towers type sitcoms. Less Prime Minister. Them types of sitcoms. I've not watched. I'll be honest.
The only reason why I say
it's even like Fresh Prince, man.
It's like looking for a needle in a haystack with your thing there. Try and find an American.
Try and find. The thing is, if you don't like American sitcoms and you can't get into it, she's just not gonna get into it, man. Move on, man. Watch Lord of the Rings or something.
So that's the advice I'd give as well. I'd say stop trying to convince her. Just accept the fact that she doesn't like them. It's as simple as that.
I will say the complete opposite to you two. I'll say you persevere. Honestly, if it means tying her down, you tie her down. Right, and then you literally make her watch whatever it is. And I promise you, a day will come where she'll say, "Do you know what? I actually quite enjoyed that." And she'll watch Friends, she'll watch Big Bang Theory, and she'll be like, "I'm so glad that you showed it to me. Awesome."
Well, if you're going to do that and go the whole hog, then you might as well put matchsticks in their eyes and hit her on the head with a hammer.
Well, I didn't want to. Didn't want to kind of do any sort of violent thing, but if it works, then Louis,
yeah, go for
it. That as well. Don't do it, but do it. Do it, but don't do
it. Love it. All right, guys. Well, this is the part of the show where we go back to you guys with the ultimate question of: are Jaffa cakes biscuits or cakes? As asked by a user from our social media. What do you think, Sayed? I personally, people. So I think on Jaffa Cake's actual website, I think they actually classify it as cakes. So I think in reality, it is.
Kasim, you don't even need to go to the website.
It is cakes.
It's in the name.
No, I know, but you have it as a biscuit. You don't have it as a cake. For a birthday, if somebody came up to me on my birthday and gave me a Jaffa cake, honestly, I'd be annoyed.
Bossman's gone for biscuit.
Yeah.
Cat's gone for Jaffa cakes or cakes. Chongus is like you can dip them in the tea, so it's
exactly.
Our H has gone their cakes. But Chungus, guys, is giving you the best advice of all. Forget them. Honestly, they're rubbish. Jaffa cakes. Oh, God. Do you remember when...
Do you not like Jaffa cakes?
I only like the orange ones. I don't like the horrible concoctions that they made recently, like the lime ones.
But the pineapple one's well nice.
Oh, my God.
The pineapple one is well nice.
Listen, Jaffa cakes. I know you're not going to watch this, but in case you ever do, just stick to orange, guys. Come on.
Nah, man, you just lost as a potential sponsor there. I endorse all flavors of Jaffa cakes. I liked them.
Did you try the strawberry ones? They were disgusting.
They were all right, man. They weren't as bad. I wasn't keen on that. I'll be honest. I wasn't keen on the lime ones, but the strawberry ones were all right. Pineapples, well nice. I devoured an entire box of them and went and bought a second one just to devour that too.
That's crazy.
Kasim, you mix ketchup with chutney. I'm not trusting your opinion on pineapple Jaffas. Chutney, honestly, best combination. In fact, I'm gonna try ketchup and chutney and then dip a Jaffa cake into that and try that. I'll review it and let you know by Thursday, hopefully.
I've lost.
But no, yeah, I mean, I've lost.
What are your thoughts?
Well, I don't know. I've got mixed feelings on this one. There's part of me that thinks that okay, the clue is in the name, Jaffa cakes.
Yeah.
And then there's another part of me that says, well, does the name really matter? For example, I mean, are Jammy Dodgers some unlucky escape artist?
Jammy gets. They are.
Yeah.
Getting away with everything.
So, what's in a name? I think the best thing would be to eat them as biscuits, but think that the cakes that just went wrong.
Yeah.
But fit in a biscuit packet.
And Jaffa cakes are cakes that went wrong that fit in a biscuit packet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jaffa cakes are soft biscuits.
They weren't left in the oven. No, they were left in the oven too long.
Yeah, I agree with Alha there. Jaffa cakes are soft. They like soft biscuits.
They like soft biscuits.
Guys,
Chat. Thank you very much for getting involved there.
100%. Love the involvement there. So, what's the next question of the night?
The next question is from Jack.
Jack, what does Jack
Jack
say?
says, my mate thinks he's a professional DIY man, right? Because he built my wardrobes for me because I'm rubbish at building stuff. Now, since then, he's constantly been throwing shade at me, calling me DIYC, do it, you can't. I've had enough of it. So I broke a panel off the wardrobe and said he's done a shoddy job in our WhatsApp group. He said he's coming over after lockdown to investigate. Do you think he'll know I sabotaged my wardrobe to shut him up?
I mean, I need this to be a 1 because I've got a straight answer for this. But let's have a look at what the dice says. On
do what you can't. I just love that. Do what you can't.
Do what you can't. I like that. I wanted it to be a 1. It came up as a 5.
Came up as a 5.
Full.
Well, here's the good thing, Jack. You now have our full
attention. Jackpot advice. Okay, so I mean, honestly, all I can say is it depends on how that panel has been destroyed, right? Because if that panel has if he's ran and done a drop kick into the panel to break it off, and the panel split in half,
done a drop kick, Gassim?
I'm saying hypothetically, right? if he's gone and done something where basically the panel is broken in half or something like that, then it's going to be quite obvious that it was sabotaged. If it's just come off its hinges, couldn't even get that out there. But if it's come off the hinges, then no, it won't look like it's sabotaged. I mean, I don't know what else. I don't know what else to say, really. Really.
Oh man, nice.
What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts, Sayed?
What's our thoughts? I think we've got another guest that's going to join us. Let's see what they've got to say. Chongas, welcome to the stream. We've got Jimmy Pipes as well that wants to join us. Gonna have Chongas and Jimmy Pipes.
Hello, Jimmy Pipes and Chongas. How are we doing?
Hello. I have something to say actually.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Remind me of the question real quick.
So the question was, his basically, Jack's mate thinks he's a professional DIY person. He helped build Jack's wardrobe, but because Jack's mate is his mate, he constantly digs into him, says that you can't build anything. Basically, do it you can't, as opposed to do it yourself. And he's basically, what Jack's gone and done is he sabotaged the wardrobe. So he wants to know, what should he do? Should he let his mate come down to fix it again, or does he also think that his mate sabotaged it?
Okay.
Is basically the question summed up.
His mate is fake news, okay? Because he
Fake news.
probably followed instructions, so he has no right to bully Jack, saying he can't build something if he can't build anything without instructions. See what
I like your angle.
I do like your angle there.
Ah.
It's not like he built that wardrobe with his bare hands using just the materials outside, cut down a tree, done it all up himself. He had to use, he's basically like used the IKEA type instruction book, built it up in that way. I like that. Okay.
It's a very good angle.
Jimmy Pipes,
so just before we move on to Jimmy Pipes, Chungus, what advice would you give to Jack?
Get a new mate. Just get a new mate and scrap him.
Get a new mate.
Just get a new mate.
There you have it, Jack.
Yeah.
That's from Chungus. Scrap it. Get rid of it.
And Jimmy Pipes, what have you got to say?
So, if I'm getting this right, wait, could you repeat it? Could you repeat the story for me?
Yeah. So I'll just say it again. So my mate thinks he's a professional DIY man just because he built my wardrobe for me, because I'm rubbish at building stuff. He's constantly throwing shade at me, calling me DIYC, do it you can't, and I've had enough of it. So I broke a panel off the wardrobe and said that he's done a shoddy job in our WhatsApp group. He said he's coming over after lockdown. Do you think he'll know I sabotaged the wardrobe to shut him up?
I mean, to be honest, if he's building off a pamphlet, I don't think he knows, if someone sabotaged it. If he can't build it himself, how is he going to recognise that someone else has done something to it? Do you know what I mean? So...
I know what you mean, Jimmy Pipes.
I mean, so essentially, he doesn't know how to build it himself, right?
Yeah.
So how's he going to notice that someone else has sabotaged it? He doesn't even know how to bloody build it himself.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not going to have the expertise to go and look, oh, you've sabotaged this, pal, because I've done everything right. I've done everything to letter. You don't know what you're doing. You're just following a plan for it.
Yeah.
So you kind of have the same mindset of Chungus then, Jimmy Pipes.
Yeah. Just get someone who's more useful. You know what I mean? He doesn't need to be a mate, but someone more practical, someone who can build something, like Bob the Builder. Someone like that. Yeah, like Bob the Builder.
Get a Bob the Builder in your life.
Get a Bob the Builder.
Well,
I was just going to say thank you very much, Jimmy Pipes. That's some good advice for you there.
100%.
Jackie boy, Chungus, thank you so much for joining the stream. Hope to have you again, and same to you, Jimmy Pipes.
Oh, thank you, pal.
Perfect
All
stuff.
right, see you later.
I think. Can I give you my take on
I was going to say, we've not heard from you at all.
I think he's not coming to fix the wardrobe. I think he's coming to not sabotage the wardrobe. I think you need to be more worried, pal, about what he's going to do to you. Seriously,
He destroyed his hard work.
He has just in the WhatsApp group said that his mate who's done this DIY for him, he's just said that look, he's done a shoddy job, and his mate has said, "I'll be coming to see you after lockdown, pal." If somebody was saying to me, I'm coming to see you after lockdown, pal, I'd be thinking, right, do you know what? I've really offended him here. So that's what. Does he say anything more than that? He just says, I'm coming to see you after lockdown.
He just said
coming over after lockdown.
Exactly. And that's a threat. Don't you forget it, Jack. He's after you, laddie. Yeah, he's going to come. He's going to get you. You better get running. Put your running shoes on and do that quick dash, because you're in big trouble now. You should not have said he did a shoddy job, you ungrateful little wretch.
I mean, I think,
love it, I love it.
yeah, I think Jack needs to lighten up a little bit, right? I think Jack, lighten up a little bit. Yeah. Firstly, your mates come round and he's done you a favor. Yeah. Now, if he's your mate, he's gonna rip into you anyway, regardless of whether it's about a wardrobe or whatever it's about. He's your mate. That's what mates do. You dig into each other. It's a little bit of banter. He's coming for him now. But I think Jack, you're getting worked up for no reason. You need to appreciate the effort that your mate's gone to, and you need to know your role as a mate.
Imagine the
be grateful,
point,
man.
The point that he must have got to the point where this guy must have been sabotaging him, like shading him big time, like saying, "Yo, Jack, could you get me some water? Do it, you can't. Jack, can you order some pizza? Do it, you can't." He must have been going some extreme levels of do it, you can't to Jack, where Jack went, "Right, I've had enough." He went running upstairs, smashed the wardrobe, and now he's coming after you, Jack. So you better hit that road. Hit the road, Jack.
Hit the road.
So Postman just pulled that. Now, what an idiot! Now he's got a broken wardrobe. He's gonna have a broken nose and a broken wardrobe.
Oh no!
Oh no!
He's coming for you, Jack.
Snap.
Yeah. Read that message again in his WhatsApp group. He says, "I'm gonna see you after lockdown, pal."
Gonna have a broken up bomb the mass, buddy.
I don't know why we turned him into a Scotsman.
Love it.
It just sounds more that sort of menace sounds a little bit more authentic, doesn't it? I'll see you after lockdown, lad. That's so bad. It was like you lot doing your what's it called? Arnie impersonations the other week. Get down, get to the chapel.
All right.
Hey, do you like that? I was practicing after listening to you guys. Oh, talking of which, just a little side note here. Earlier on, when you were talking about your phone saying, and you mentioned, how's it pronounced? The make?
Huawei.
Huawei. Yeah, there you go. See, during lockdown, people, it's amazing. People have learned how to say Huawei. They've learned how to say, they've learned the meaning of furlough. These are all new words that people never even knew about before lockdown, but now they use them like Huawei. Like, what phone have you got? Are you wee? I'm sorry, it was before.
I used to call it Huawei. Hawaii.
Hawaii, exactly.
Yeah.
See,
Hawaii.
even now you got to think about it. Yeah, what phone have you got? One of those.
One of those, those Huawei's.
Wee.
Used to call it Hawaii. Yeah, those Hawaiis.
Yeah, I don't even know why I went on to that.
It's just one of them.
It's
Now,
one of them.
Now, Sayed, this next question needs
So
needs
we
a little
had
bit of help.
That's it. We had a question that me and Kasim went through, and we thought this question is perfect for the doctor. Because we cannot give the level of advice to this question like our doctor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read out the question, and let's see what the doctor has to say when we bring the doctor on. Now, here it is, guys. So I asked my partner if he has seen the movie The Godfather, and his response was, "What's that? I mean, who doesn't know The Godfather?" I then asked him if he'd seen Pulp Fiction, and his response was, "Is that a new genre of writing? Should I dump this ignorant fool? Because we're clearly polar opposites."
Indeed. Now,
Alrighty.
some say that the doctor can do a wheelie on a unicycle.
Ooh. Some say the doctor can dribble a bowling ball.
Oh. Well, let's hear from the doctor himself. Doctor, welcome to the show. Doctor?
Doctor's on mute. Doctor, you're on mute.
Hello?
Oh, not anymore. I am here, present and live.
Thank you, Doctor.
Perfect.
So this one is
Hmm.
it's interesting, isn't it? I read this question thrice time over.
Ooh. Okay.
Thrice.
Thrice time.
And I really needed to dissect this one, and I had a look at it because there was something not right. I thought maybe this lad is young. Maybe he was born in 2000 and then my brain wouldn't go any further. I was like, 2000 and? There's more? I had to stop myself. Of course, everybody knows people aren't born after the year 2000. So I had to look at it from a different angle. And I thought, right, what could this really be? What could really be going on here? So I read the question. Once, twice, thrice. And I realized that actually only a guy would turn around and say, should they dump somebody because of a movie? And then I thought, this person who's written this question has tried very hard to make it sound like they're talking about somebody else. But really, I have deduced from the evidence pertained that actually she is in this situation herself and she does not know what to do. But it's one of those, I'm asking for a friend, Jimmy.
Okay. I'm asking for a friend.
It's one of them ones.
This girl's in this predicament and she doesn't obviously know what to do. So you got two options. Lisa, will call her. Either you can go back under the rock you've been living under, or you can own it. And you can say, right, I haven't watched these. However, I am ready now to commit myself to watching these movies, one after the other, back to back. Godfather 1, 2, and 3, followed by Pulp Fiction, with no breaks, no food, no water. Then we'll see how committed you are to actually being part of the human race. And that is the truth I prescribe.
Doctor. Well, there you have it. There you have it.
The
wise words.
Is the doctor. Very wise words.
Wise words there. You know, brilliantly said. Brilliantly said.
I thought Avlos was saying something. I thought I'd cut
I was. I said, I'm a big fan of the Doctors. I didn't get a chance to tell the Doctor in person what a big fan of the Doctors I am. Big fan, Doctor.
He's always listening, Avalos. Don't worry.
The Doctor is always listening. But also in chat, we love your questions coming in for the Doctor. But unfortunately,
he's a man.
Will never respond to any question other than
the one
we've sent him.
Now, can you guys do me a favour, though?
Yes.
Can you just put the Doctor's answer in layman's terms? What did the Doctor actually mean?
The doctor's
explain it.
The doctor's spoken.
Doctor spoken. We cannot.
It's not one to be. Yeah, it's not one to be deciphered. It's one to just listen. That's exactly it.
The only thing we'd advise Avalos is to just listen to the show again.
I shall listen to it again and again. I shall listen to it thrice.
Twice. There you go. There you go.
Just like the Doctor.
Just like the Doctor.
Just like the Doctor. Lovely stuff. Okay, we're going to finish up on one last question. I've got this question in.
Okay.
This is from Andrew. Another Andrew. A different Andrew. Andrew says, so I went shopping the other day and I finished all my shopping, but on the out, I fancied a drink, so I went and got my favorite drink and was heading to the till to pay. Now, I'm heading to the till and a power mad worker shouts, "Excuse me, this is for baskets only, not trolleys." And when I say she shouted, I mean she boomed it out where everyone stopped what they were doing and looked at me what felt like forever. I just looked at her and said, "Yeah, I know." But in my head, I was like, who do you think you are? Should I have confronted her or did I do the right thing by being embarrassed in front of everyone and ignoring it?
Let's roll that die.
Let's roll that die. Let's see what the die's got to say.
Andrew,
We got a 6.
we got a 6.
Let's talk about it, Sid. Let's give them the jackpot advice.
Let's give them the jackpot advice. All right, so going through there, lady says, "Excuse me, what you doing?" Trolleys only. Have you experienced that? I haven't.
I have, but not in terms of like a trolleys only and a baskets only. More like you can only pay on card. You know, like when you go to the self checkout and some of the terminals are they're only card onlys. Some of them you can pay cash in card. Some of them are card onlys. Now I didn't realize this once they implemented that because I just assumed that they were all cash or card, but not the case. So I've experienced it there. So I can kind of relate, but I wasn't like, you know, the person who told me wasn't like shouting down my ear.
Right. Have you ever been in a scenario then where someone said something to you, you brushed it off, but as you're walking away, you're like, "Do you know what? I should have said this. I should have said that. Oh, I should have gone."
Yeah, 100%. But I've also been in a situation where I've just run a nut at the person. Just like, "Oh, you speaking to?" No, yeah, I have been in that situation before where I thought, "Oh, do you know what, man? I wish I said X, Y, and Z." But do you know what? Sid, have you been in that situation? Have you ever had somebody like, you know, you're trying to do? It doesn't even need to be in like that particular scenario, but where you're trying to do something, yeah, you know, you're just minding your own business, and somebody shouts at you that you're doing it wrong, because that's essentially what's happening here.
Yeah, that's actually happened. You?
Me?
Yeah, when I'm doing something, you're like, "You did it wrong." No, I'm joking. I want to hear from Avalos. I want to hear what Avalos has to say.
I think in that situation, I'd have probably started doing like a little bit of robotics and said like, "Okay, I am a trolley. I am a trolley. I am a trolley," and just carried on walking with my drink.
Just carried on walking away.
Then she couldn't have said anything because I'd have been a trolley. I'd have said trolleys only.
Wow.
I'd been, "I am a trolley." But I'd have been saying it just as loud as she shouted it. I'd have been like, "I am a trolley. I shall exterminate."
Oh, you're a trolley Dalek.
Yeah, trolley Dalek.
Love it.
Oh man, but I kind of get it. I kind of get the frustration there because I think it's just rude.
But she was
sometimes.
just rude, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was just rude. I think you should have just like.
I think she should have thrown the drink and hit her on the head with it and said, "Oops, I meant for the bin."
That's it. Done something like that, and just gone like, "What's your problem?" Yeah, should have made it go viral. Whip your camera out, stop recording, and security come and try and throw you to the ground.
By the way, everyone, I am a pacifist. All of this, I don't have some kind of pent up violence or anger that needs to sort of like come out in my atmosphere. It's just.
It's just the way of the road. It's the way of the road.
That's right, and I have nothing against slugs or the Wizard of the Wicked Witch.
I love it.
That's my soul. Right. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, moving on to the advice.
Yeah. You should have thrown it at her. The bomb
Right.
hit her on the head with it.
Right. Okay, that's Avalos. Say, what have you got to say? What advice would you give?
I would have said just done exactly what you were thinking. Gone. Who the hell do you think you are? Squared up right in front of it and being like, "What? What are you going to do? I'm going to take my trolley in. What are you going to do about it?" And then if she did anything, that's when you start throwing them.
See,
you know, them left up, right up. You know, it's worth going to jail for. I promise.
See,
Wow. That's extreme. That's super extreme.
It's
I was
worth
bad. You've taken it to the next
Trust
level.
me, the satisfaction you'll have got will be like, yeah,
I love it.
Anyone ever again?
See, now you're giving my kind of advice. I love that.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'd do exactly what Sayed said. In all honesty, as well, that'd be my advice, as well. Love that. I love that.
Maybe I do, boss man. Maybe I do.
Well, guys, awesome. We've absolutely loved having you all join in for this episode. Avalos, thank you so much for being a part of this episode.
It's been a pleasure.
We've absolutely loved having you on.
100%. Hope we can do it again. I know you've got a very busy schedule.
No, it's a pleasure. Anytime you guys want me here, I'll be here. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Avalos. All right, guys. Well, tune in. Make sure to tune in to next Thursday. Oh, well, this Thursday coming up from 7 till 8. From 8 till 9.
How long have you been doing this, lad?
From 9 till 10, and maybe from 11 till 12. You just guess the time. We'll be there somewhere between that.
Just keep refreshing your YouTube page until we go live sometime.
Sometime from 8 till 9, we'll be live. We've loved all of your questions so far. Make sure to keep sending them in. Also, thank you for being as active as you were in the chat. Always lovely to see you. Thank you for joining in, Chongus, and also
Jimmy Pipes
as well. Loved having you on the show. That's all for today. Make sure to follow if you've not already followed. Make sure to subscribe if you've not already subscribed. Give this video a thumbs up. And if you are enjoying what we do, make sure to follow us on our Patreon. That's all from us, and we'll see you on Thursday.
Goodbye for now.